Let's move on to a singer stirring up controversy, Jason Aldean. The country star released his new music video just 4 days ago for Try That in a Small Town, which some say bashes outspoken activists and promotes vigilante gun justice in small town USA.
Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up.
Featuring Black Lives Matter protesters, the backdrop of the video is the same Tennessee courthouse where Henry Choate was lynched back in 1927.
Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long.
Jason, who released the track in May, has left many divided on social media. One fan tweeted, quote, "This is disgusting," while another defended the song, writing that Americans are sick and tired of criminals, violence, and the defund the police movement. Then there's this tweet. "You're not from a small town, but you were at a festival where 60 people were killed in a mass shooting," referring to the 2017 Route 91 massacre in Vegas while Jason was on stage.
The fact that it was our fans, you know, it's people that like our music that came out there. I just kind of want to put my arms around everybody and just kind of like protect them and just make it better.
Today, Jason responded to the backlash, calling it, quote, "not only meritless, but dangerous. There is not a single lyric in the song that references race or points to it." He then referenced the Vegas tragedy, adding, "No one, including me, wants to continue to see senseless headlines or families ripped apart. Try That in a Small Town for me refers to the feeling of a community that I had growing up, where we took care of our neighbors, regardless of differences of background or belief." Last month, Jason performed the song at CMA Fest. Tomorrow, ABC will air a special about the 4-day event hosted by Elle King, Dierks Bentley, and Lainey Wilson, and our Rachel Smith was exclusively backstage with the stars.
You were back for round 2 of co-hosting the CMA Fest. I know you have got all sorts of things up your sleeve. You got to keep Dierks and Lainey on their toes.
They're big sleeves. They're big sleeves, yeah. I got a lot of things hidden up there. Cards, beers, other things I can't say on TV, and that's it.
I come running out of this town. So 50th anniversary of CMA Fest, you came here as a fan, right?
Little 9-year-old Carly, she probably wore a cowboy hat, and I knew as a 9-year-old that I wanted to do this.
You are a staple here. How many CMA Fests have you attended, sir?
All of them. All 50.
No, you have not. Luke Bryan, Miranda Lambert, and Tim McGraw also took the Nissan Stadium stage. And before performing, newcomer Jelly Roll couldn't help but gush about one of the festival's hosts.
Lainey Wilson's my sister. There's such a kinship with us, and the fact that we're both where we are in our careers right now at the same record label with a song together that's just on fire. This will be the good old days one day.
As for the support actors are getting on the picket lines, more A-listers are joining the fight as the Hollywood SAG-AFTRA strike stretches into day 5.
I'm out here to support the unions. I think what they're asking for is totally within reason.
This is the fight of labor in the future because corporations have such overwhelming power. They will squash the worker if we don't stand tall and we don't fight.
Today, Kira Sedgwick joined husband Kevin Bacon, who returned to picket. So did Tina Fey, Susan Sarandon, Bette Midler, and Juliana Margulies. Across the pond, UK actors are set to rally in solidarity later this week. And it looks like even Tom Cruise made it his mission to save Hollywood.
This is what I do. I make movies. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Tom reportedly made a surprise appearance on a Zoom call during last month's negotiations, urging the AMPTP to hear out actors' concerns about AI. It's one of the main sticking points in the strike, and interestingly enough, it's the main villain in Tom's latest Mission Impossible movie.
The world is changing.
The Daredevil also showed support for stunt performers and even asked SAG-AFTRA to consider letting actors promote their projects during the strike, given the fragile state of movie theaters post-pandemic. He's already been credited with helping the industry by insisting Maverick be released in theaters.
During that whole time period, I kept calling the theater owners and saying, look, you guys hang in there. So we have Top Gun Maverick. It's gonna go to the big screen, and we're gonna have that experience for you. And to see it open up the way it did, it meant a lot to me in so many ways.
As for the strike's impact on Tom's latest project, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2 was slated for a June 2024 release, but could wind up being pushed back since filming was halted.